Hello again. So far, we have parsed our documents and broken them into useful chunks. Now it's time to give those chunks actual meaning in a way that a machine can understand and search. That's where embedding and vector store is used. Okay, so now we have our text broken into neat little chunks. But there is a question. How does a computer understand what those chunks actually mean? That's where embedding comes in. Think of embedding like giving each chunk a unique digital footprint, not just based on the word it contains, but on what it means. It converts each chunk into high-dimensional vector, which is basically a list of numbers, and those numbers capture the meaning of text. Now, why is this important? Well, unlike simple keyword search, which just look for matching words, embedding lets system understand similar meaning. For example, if someone asks, "What is the capital of India?" and a chunk says, "New Delhi is the political center of India," they don't share exact word, but embedding helps the system realize that they are related. Here's what happens. Each chunk is turned into a vector, a long list of numbers. The same thing is done to the user queries. The system compares these vectors. If the numbers are close, it means the meaning are similar. There are different tools or models used to create embedding. OpenAI embedding. It is used especially for multilingual content and if you want great performance for your embedding model. Second is Open Hugging Face model. It provides lots of open source options and which are customizable for your domain. Third is Coherent embedding. It is ideal for large scale or multilingual setup and also optimized to save space and cost. Now that we are now that we turned each chunk into meaningful vector using embedding, we need a place to store them, and more importantly, to find them later. That's where vector store comes in. Think of vector store like a supercharged AI library, but instead of storing books, it stores vectors. Those smart number representation of your chunk. Here's the cool part. When a user asks a question, that question is also converted into a vector. Then the system goes to the vector store and says, "Hey, which stored vectors are most similar to this one?" And it's like searching by meaning, not by exact word. Imagine you have questions like how does photosynthesis work? Even if your document never uses that exact phrase, the vector store can still find related chunks like plants use sunlight to make food because their vectors are similar. There are different types of vector store depending on your need. Dedicated vector store, open source libraries, traditional databases that has been extended with support of vector database and cloud native service. Some famous vector stores are ChromaDB, Weaviate, Quadrant, and Pinecone. Trace is an open source library which is simple and easy to implement. So to sum it up, your chunks become vector. Those vectors are stored in vector store. When you ask a question, the system quickly finds the most relevant pieces. In the next and final video, we will see how it all comes together, how the system retrieves the most relevant chunks and uses them to generate smart, context-rich answers. Don't miss it.